Good morning. It is Monday morning. I have brushed my teeth and washed my face. So now I'm going to do my morning get ready, I suppose is the term I want. So first off, I'm going to use this. I had this for ages and I bought it from Aldi, and it's a Healthy Glow rose oil. And I bought it after watching Jamie somebody or other, whose name I can't fucking remember now, and I used it like once and then never used it again. And I used it last night and God, it felt really good. So you can either just drop straight onto your face like that, or you can put some in your hands and do it that way. I prefer the hands, I think. And then you just rub it all in your face. I think one pipette full is too much because my face now feels really greasy. Yeah, that felt a bit too oily. I don't know, it might be okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my good old Nivea Soft, and I'm going to put this on my psoriasis all over my body. Still got the rose oil on my hands, that's no biggie, because that will also help soften skin, because rose oil is brilliant conditioner for hair and skin. So it's not looking too bad considering I've had Coke this week. It's, you know, it's worse there than it is there. So whopping bruise there. I banged my arm on the handle of my back door and it didn't half hurt. And I remember thinking at the time, remember that, because that's going to be a whopping bruise later. Psoriasis on my legs isn't doing, it's kind of in between. I've scratched it and made it bleed, not hugely, just a little bit. Did that this morning, and that is because of the Coke, you know, as much as I would like to deny it. Right, now the oil's sunk in a little bit, I will add some moisturizer. This helps seal the oil to the face, like so. Do not do it on your eyes, guys, because if it leaks into your eyes, it will cause all manner of issues. So that is my morning. I'll spray my hair. I've left my spray downstairs, so I'll do that when I get downstairs. Bit deodorant. And then I'm going to get dressed. And yeah, back in a sec. Yeah, I need to do I need to do something about the vlog. Last week's week 34 is yeah, it's nearly 4 hours long, and it took far too long to export, and it's been uploading for about 2.5 hours now. It's got another hour and 15 minutes left, and it's 1:25 p.m. on Monday. So that's not going to go up until tonight. I think I'm either going to have to vlog daily, as in upload daily, which I don't want to do, or maybe do a midweek. That would be more preferable, I think. Because when I did do it daily, sometimes, you know, some days I only do like a quick 5-minute jobby, don't I? And that just seemed a bit, you know. Whereas I think if I make it that I will upload on specific days, then there's not going to be quite so much to upload. I mean, I did show you a lot in last week's vlog. I showed you my makeup routine, my taking off my makeup routine, and the hair thing. Now, I found out through editing last night that braiding of my hair only took an hour, which I was really surprised at, because it felt like I was out there all afternoon. But yeah, it only took an hour, and I do love how it looks. I have sprayed my hair this morning with the spray that I made up, which was the aloe vera, the rosewater oil, and a little bit of that oil that came yesterday, which, I mean, God, it just smells so freaking nice. It mixes together really, really well and makes a nice cloudy, it really separates really quick. I love watching it. You know, it's like one of those things where you turn it upside down and it goops oil through. Yeah, but anyway, so I've sprayed that on this morning, and it just makes my hair smell so... roots. My roots are showing. It looks like so bad there because it just looks like they're really tight, but it's not. A lot of that is where my hair is white at the root. That's why I don't keep it white, because I just look bold on top. But you can see that my roots are coming through. I like that bit. That bit looks cool, you know. But yeah, I just look bold otherwise. Yeah, I did like the crinkly look. There's a Daryl. It's fallen out a lot. Do you mind? God dear.
Hi.
It's fallen out a lot today. You know, it doesn't feel anywhere near as crinkly as yesterday. Cut Mummy's arm off, that's not very nice. I've got a bit that needs a bit of cushion because my tail is escaping. And I've got, get off. I've got my extensions coming this week as well, which I'm really looking forward to. Well, I'm hoping they come this week. It'd be nice actually if they turned up before Saturday, because Alex has got a show Saturday and I'd like to get them installed for the show. So yeah. Yeah. I don't know how long it's going to take before my hair starts to feel a lot more conditioned. Callie said they felt different yesterday just with what I'd already done. And she said it's weird though. She said because in her head, she's tried to lock up a couple of times and she's done twist and rip on her. Oh my God, she looked so cute the first time she did it because she had really short hair and she just had these little layers of locks and oh, she looked adorable and I loved them. And I was like, Christ, if we'd known when I started as much as we do now about locking, I would have got her to do mine because she did such a good job. She had these little thin, what black people call like sister locks, and they looked so cute on her. And she lasted about a week before she took them out. And she's tried a couple of times since then, but it's the itching that drives her crazy. I never got itchy, but there you go. And she felt mine yesterday and she was like, they don't feel like dreads because they feel too soft. So they obviously do feel different. And they do, to me now, when I do this, they feel a lot different. It's funny, isn't it? They don't feel quite so rough. It will be interesting when my new looks come, my extensions. Sorry. To feel the difference. Now, bearing in mind that I've literally treated these, I mean, a proper oil treatment once. Okay. And I sprayed throughout most of last week that coconut oil stuff over my hair, and then today I've done that aloe rose water mix. So it's going to be interesting when that other stuff arrives, the other extensions, as to whether they feel any different yet, you know. So yeah. Yes. Oh, I've had one split. This happens a lot. That's because, and I'll tell you why it happens, because that is not enough tail. Okay, that's not enough for it to hold on to. Okay, you want a good couple of inches of tail and at least an inch on your lock, if not a little bit more. Okay, so this is why this didn't dread at all, because it's, yeah, there's not enough tail. So I'm going to comb this out and reattach it. So I've pulled my old Filofax out, I love this one because it's got like really wide rings in it. But my god, aren't the pages small in a personal compared to like an A5? But I'm not going to lug around an A5 file of facts with me. The idea is that yes, I am going to take this one out. I'm going to stop using my bullet journal. So what about my trackers, I hear you asking? Well, to be perfectly honest, everything that is in here I can replicate on my phone. You know, the habits trackers are all in that habit tracker app I've got. The only thing I don't replicate is the mood and pain. My sleep is logged. My steps are logged. I can do, I've got to pull one today. I can do the tarot card online. You know, the chores chart, not necessarily, but that's again in the habit tracker on my phone. Hi! Come in, get comfortable, why don't you?
I got you.
You've got me.
You're cold.
He's so warm. So yeah, the only thing is that to carry around
Today,
I'm not gonna be able to carry. Obviously, I don't want to carry all my pens. So I went shopping and I bought the Bic Pens and I got the set. So I
where's
now
that
have
small pen?
small pens over there. So I now have this one. Shut up. Which has pink, purple,
My small
the sort
pen.
of limey green, and the pale blue.
I get this one.
Shh. I have the yellow one, which has yellow, orange,
I want yellow.
purple, and pink on it again. So I've got purple and pink on a couple,
want
and then I've got the
yellow.
classic, which has the red, blue, black, and green.
This
I
one
would
has-
also like to carry this one, simply because it has this luminous yellow on it. But to be honest, I don't know how often I'd use that, so I'm not really going to bother. It also
And
has
my one has
shush,
red,
shush,
black,
blue, black, and red on it. That is like it is a really bright,
silver.
luminous yellow.
black, red.
I'll show you the difference between the two yellows. Where did I write it down? Oh, there we go. Yeah, the top two lines. One yellow is out of the orange one, and the other yellow, which is so fucking luminous, my camera's not even picking it up, is I'm pretty sure is that one. I don't know. I can't remember.
This one's
So
all
I think
for
if I
me.
just carry the three, then I should be okay. We should just have to see. Daryl, shut up.
I get this one.
No, you don't. Put it down.
When
He's
do-
convinced you can steal it because it's small. So this also has my tarot reminders in the beginning
Can
of,
Right,
you know,
so nice.
to remind me what the cards mean. One thing I used to do for a to-do list was I would write them on post-it notes and then just cross them off as and when I remembered
want
to do them.
something for you.
Daryl, could you please be quiet? So yeah, I mean, they actually need that one can be thrown away now. I've got a little storage pocket here for bits and bobs, which I'll need to check through. It's got my Grumpy Owl card in it. Claire sent me this years ago, and I've kept it because it's so cute and adorable.
It is not cute.
It is. Look how
grumpy.
grumpy he is. She gave me that absolutely years ago. And then it's got like my tarot like workbook kind of thing in it. It's just like a reminder of what the cards are.
Wait, I can write some on the page.
In several different formats that just make it easy for me
Oh.
to give me the pen.
I want the.
Go watch your TV. Go on.
I want the
No, why is it the minute I start flipping chatting you come in? There's also a couple of spreads written in here as well. I mean, there's a good daily spread without advice, or your current situation, any obstacles and any advice. That's, you know, possibly a good one as well. I've got another couple of spreads in here. So yeah. It can all be used. It can all be used. I'm not going to buy a new journal for a new, you know, I've got a 2018 diary in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on, like today is Monday, so I'm going to use Monday. Even though it says the 27th, I've just crossed out and written 30th in, because what's the point of wasting the rest of this paper and going and spending out on a new diary? I'll get a diary for next year and plonk that in, because like I said, big rings, so I should get next year's diary in here. Another card I got. I can't remember where that one came from. Does it say on the back? No, I can't remember where that one came from. I might take out the address pages, although I do use them sometimes for other things. Like under E, I've got an recipe for an exfoliating facial scrub that I found online. It was weird and oily. It didn't go in very well. What's that one? Anti-itch hairspray. Ooh. Might give that one another try. What to always take on holiday. So I need to update that because that's on my phone. Let's see. Important numbers. Matt's NHS number, my NHS number, medication. It's funny, isn't it? Knitting projects. This is stuff that I wanted to do. But, you know, I'm just like, these can be, oh my gosh, my Star Wars scarf list. I did manage to get all those done that year. I can take these out. Do you know what I mean? They don't need to be in here. I don't need them. And then I've got a load of notepaper at the back. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking, you know, I don't need the addresses in there because I can use my contact list on my phone. I mean, to be honest, I don't really need to take this out and about. It's just I do like to write things down. So whether I do continue to take this out and about with me or not is, you know, we'll see. Oh, I do have a this week ruler. Oh, that's good then. I can put that in there instead. Take this one out because this one is breaking. Good. That's good then. That can go there. I mean, I can see the start where I start to practice my my cursive. Do you know what I mean? In here, but yeah. So I'm gonna look through and empty it out. Oh my gosh! I don't think Claire watches my vlog, and if she does, I don't know that she always watches it. But she sent me a postcard with Buzz on it. Oh. Underground clothing. Oh my god, some old letters. Crikey, what are these? Anyway. Oh, I'm gonna have to stick those in my junk journal somewhere. So yeah, I'm gonna keep my junk journal going. There is that. I just, you know,
one thing I'm trying to do,
I just like to have a paper, Daryl.
thing.
I just like to have a paper backup. So I'm probably going to move over to this for now. Whether I will take it out and about, I really don't know. I probably won't, but at least it's there and it's ready.
I just wanted to do something for you quick.
Give me kisses.
Can
Give me kisses.
I just...
I meant a proper kiss.
Can I just draw one
Right.
thing for you?
See you later. Good morning. It is 11:30. I am up. I have brushed my teeth. I have washed and hydrated my face. That's why it looks a little bit shiny. I used my rose oil, which is really nice. Now that I'm used to using it, it actually feels really good. And I've put moisturizing cream on.
Making something really cool. I'm using my imagination to make Lego
Brushed
pieces.
my locks, which has lost the kink a little bit, but you know, the brushing makes them feel really good. So, oh, parcel. Let me just go grab it. So, I received a parcel this morning. Let's quickly open it so I can show you what's inside. Where's my knife? There it is. Ah! Shit. my dreadlocks are out for delivery, my extensions. Now I've just got to find time to fucking install them. Because today I'm going to be cutting Daryl's hair. I need to get to 13,000 steps and then I can install them, so it might be a tonight thing. Wow, that's a massive bottle. I was not expecting it to be quite that big. It's my apricot oil. Wow, that's fucking huge.
Wasabi?
And my spray bottle isn't. I was expecting this to be bigger. Excuse me, please. I was expecting this to be huge. This is tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny.
Here,
Daryl, please go play.
And play. I'll just find them.
Wow, that is fucking tiny. Now, it's also got something in it.
What's that? What is inside there?
Don't know, get on. Okay. Yeah, the sprayer is on the front. So when you're spraying your hair, you use your thumb, yeah, rather than trying to like that. It's got a nice big thing on it, and it's more of a mister than it is anything else. Yes, I know. I'm really pissed off at the size of it. I was expecting a much larger bottle than that, you know. 160. I don't know why I thought it would be bigger than that. Oh, in order to ensure the normal work of the product, we will carry out sampling tests on it. There may be some water in the bottles. Okay, so it's just a little bit of water. 50% long spray than other bottles. So, my moisturising spray, which is this one, I'm going to test it out in it. So I'm going to mix it up because it's got oil in it. I was expecting that to be huge because like I'd seen some on the internet and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get one of them because they look great. You've also got to be careful not to fill it all the way to the top because obviously, I've now got a very oily bottle there, because you've got this section, which I assume is the mister, to go in there as well. Oh, you can actually like hold the spray.
Guys, I just filled in all my leg. Wait a minute.
Doesn't feel as wet as it does when you use the other bottle.
I'm missing a piece.
Okay. So you need to, it feels like you need to use it more to get more. You know, if I was going to invent a spray bottle, I would put, because a lot of people use product in their hair like essential oils, which makes your hands slimy. I would make this not smooth. Every bottle I've tried, this is smooth or it's slightly like ridged for your fingers. I would put like, I would put lines in it to make it easier to grip. So that holds slightly less than this one. Never mind.
Guys,
I was expecting that to be bigger, so I'm a bit disappointed that it's not. This apricot oil is fucking huge. It's massive. And it's already like leaking. I'm gonna put it back in the box because it's a bit goopy. Yeah, my dreadlocks are out for delivery. I ordered some perfume to be delivered to my local Superdrug. That's like a pharmacy. Well, no, it's a beauty shop, really. I don't know. Can you get prescriptions in there? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, and that said it should be delivered in sort of 2 to 3 business days, but it's ground to a halt somewhere in the Hermes network. What a shock. So yeah, God knows where that is. I'm also waiting for that Jolie palette that I ordered through Klarna to be dispatched. What else? I ordered some earrings. They are somewhere, they're on their way. Yeah, as far as I know, only the oil in that bottle and the dreads are arriving today. I don't know about anything else. So yeah. So, oh, I need to do my roots. Look how bad that looks, you guys. Oh, I don't know whether to do it before the weekend. I might do. But then I'm probably going to wear it up. I'll either wear it up in a bun or like up like that, because I've gotten quite into wearing that like that now, and that tends to hide all the crap, which means I can go longer without dyeing my roots. It feels like I've only just done it, you know. So yeah, so what have we got on today? Yeah, just to cut Daryl's hair, and I've got to get money out for the window cleaner because I didn't pay him last time. There's a kid walking down the road having an argument in his phone, but he's on speaker, so he's yelling so everybody can hear it. It's like,
this is the best idea I've got.
Whatever. Bloody child. I'm like very, 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 very ready for Thursday.
I'm playing Lego Big Jersey.
So what are we doing in a minute?
Playing?
No.
I do not want to cut my hair when I'm playing.
No, we're going to cut your hair and then you're going to get in the bath.
And then I get to play.
So I have filled out my phyllo as much as I did remember this morning that I had said I wouldn't mind having to go with the Hobonichi Weeks, you know, the little ones, but I can't honestly afford it, so I thought I'll go and have a look on Ali, but they're like £7-8 just on Ali, including like tax and all that lot. So I'm like, oh, which is a shame because I found a really nice one with daisies on it. It's blue with daisies on it, and I did think about it, but even if I order it, it's not going to turn up until like October something. And then I was like, well, I could get it and use it next year, but I don't know. Might just stick with the phyllo. It's no biggie, is it? And I write quite big, so the phyllo's probably a better idea. So yes, this week we have got Daryl's haircut today. Having lunch at my mother's tomorrow. My mum's cooking tomorrow, so she invited us all down, so I was like, yay. Thursday Daryl goes back to school and I'm going out with Alex. That's my 4th child. And Friday I'm going shopping with my mum. Saturday, what am I doing during the day? Blake's party, that was it. Blake's party is 11 till 1, so let's use that one. Oh, I still need to get a present for him. I'll have to talk to him and find out what he wants. His mum was like, anything, and I was like, that's not helpful, Michelle, I need to know. So yeah, Blake's party is 11 till 1, and then there's a wrestling show that evening. I'm going to go shopping with my mother on Friday, and I'm going to buy the material to hippify my jeans, and I'm going to buy material to have a go at making the gather skirt that I've been seeing. It seems to be really, really, really easy. Basically, all you do is you decide how much material you want, sew in 2 strands of cotton, and then literally pull it to gather it like you used to do with net curtains, with your curtains and that. Do you ever do that with drapes? I used to do that with my mum all the time when we were kids. We'd buy a new set of drapes. My mum used to make her own, you know, and she would sew the lines, and then she'd be like, right, you hold the ends and I'll pull it, and I used to help her, and she'd get it all gathered, and they used to look really, really good. She's not done that for years. I remember doing that when I was really small. Funny the things you remember. But it's basically the same principle. You just do 2 lines of like a long running stitch, and then you only hold, I think it's like the top 2 or the bottom 2. You don't hold like all 4. And then you just pull it to gather all the ruffles together. And then you tie it off so that it doesn't slide. And then you put your elastic in and you sew it together and Bob's your uncle. Apparently. It seems to be that easy. Yeah, so we'll see. Right, I'm going to go and cut Daryl's hair. I'm going to video it so you guys can see, but I'll hyperlapse through all of that as well. So yeah, see you in a minute. So, he's all ready.
Hi.
Hi.
I've got this to keep me distracted.
So, where is my
scissors?
Oh, my hairdressing scissors, do you know? No, that's not my hairdressing scissors.
I don't think they're in here. Oh.
I'm going to have to go on a hunt to find my hairdressing scissors because they're not down here. Right, you talk to YouTube for a minute then.
Guys, Mum's lost her hairdressing scissors, which is really funny.
Not really funny.
It is! Guys, comment down below if you actually want to see us drive, fly an remote control airplane car. I just told YouTube that would they want to see us fly a remote control airplane.
Right,
First,
I don't know if your hair's going to be a little knotty, shouldn't be. Okay, so I've been asked before, where do you take him to get his hair cut? I always cut his hair. He's never been to a barber.
I hate barbers.
You've never been, so how do you know? Did you look at me?
I'm playing my game.
So the trick is cut all the hair, comb all the hair. Get all the little knots out. Look how long it's going. So long. So long. Let's bring you in a little bit closer. Last time I tried to move this, I nearly dropped my phone onto the kitchen floor. That's not funny. Sorry about that. My mother FaceTimed just as I was getting started to tell me that one of my tenants has managed to lock himself out of his room. And I'm like, use the spare key. And she said, it's not working. And I said, but it is the spare key that works. She said, none of the keys are working. So I'm like, right, I will get a locksmith out, but it's because he always slams the doors. And he's been told repeatedly not to slam the fucking doors because Alex is asleep during the day. So I was like, fine, but he's paying for it. Yeah. So, tutorial on how to cut your child's hair. Now, you don't want to take fucking great big chunks, okay? You don't need thin chunks like they do at the hairdressers. I never do anyway. You want the thinner part of your comb, okay? Not the whopping bit, but the thinner bit. Get some hair, okay? Decide what length you want it. Now, your hand should be parallel to the head, no matter where you are on the head. Okay, because that is the ideal length and you will do that all the way around. So we'll start by doing this little bit here. I'm going to cut Daryl's hair quite short. Stay still. Ta-da!
Where did it go? Oh my god, how did you...
Look how much I've taken off. That's how long your hair's gotten. So that gives me...
You can stick that in your little booty.
I'm going to have a go at seeing if I can dread this, but I don't think I'm going to be able to.
She's done it before and before.
I need something to put all this in. What can I put it in?
Oh,
I've got a sandwich bag. Not do.
Or you could use my little Pokemon.
So I'm going to save Daryl's hair because I'm hoping to dread it up and to put it in my hair. But yeah, whether that's
He's Baymax. He's saying hi.
Shush you. Whether that will work or not. Then what you do is you use what you've just cut as a guide for the rest of it. Okay, bearing in mind to always make sure that your hand is at the same angle as your child's head. Sometimes I use the comb, sometimes I just grab a bit of hair.
Which hurt?
No, it doesn't.
If you pulled it, I would.
Could you put your head up instead of looking down? Because it makes it doubly hard to do.
And now I'm...
I expect the video to get cut off at some point because I'm waiting for the locksmith to phone me back to let me know when they can come and open the door. Yeah, so I just said to him, I was like, it's because you slammed the door. Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know to do that. Well, not only that, but you have actually been told not to slam the door. So yes, the tenant has got to now pay for it.
Yep.
Post!
Post. We'll be back in one sec.
Hi there, parcel.
Hi. What could it be?
My new dread extension. Yay.
Take that.
Yeah, alright, put them down, don't touch. Now, I'd never tried holding it with the scissor around my ring finger before, but Brad Mondo says you're supposed to do that. And that's actually a lot easier than I used to do it on my middle finger. I wonder what Brad Mondo would think of me cutting your hair.
I think he would be like, wow, you have so much hair now.
You reckon?
Yeah. Say his name and say, if you're watching this, tell us what you think about my hair.
What do you think then if we can tag Brad Mondo?
That would be good.
The trouble is, it changes his face so much because he looks so much older when he has a haircut. There you go.
Ooh!
Should we give him a mullet?
What?
A mullet.
What's a mullet?
That's where all your hair is short at the front and then long at the back.
No.
Another thing I like to do is like rest my fingers on his head and then just make sure this is all the same length there. Just gives it that nice, neat, feathered look. Don't drop your comb because it's very annoying to have to pick it up. Right. But I find the thickness of my fingers is quite a good distance to cut from the head.
Look, it's easy to play.
On him anyway. Car, can see how dirty your ears are. Dirty ears. Mullet.
What?
Mullet. Long hair. Party in the back. Is that what it is? Is that how it goes? Business in the front and party in the back. Come here. No, you're covered in hair. You're not running around my house covered in hair. Come here.
That's not fair.
Strip. Come here. Right, come here so I can look at you properly. You've got a few little loosey bits. Let me just get the loosey bits. Right, head up, look at me. Do you know what? I think you can stop standing on that stool now because you are tall enough that I don't need to crouch down anymore. Head up! For God's sake! Look for spaceships in the sky. Put your head up.
There's no spaceship in the sky, you silly.
Silly. Says who?
You.
No, I don't. I believe in spaceships and UFOs and all that kind of thing.
One.
Right. So we is done. Come here.
No.
Show the nice people your gorgeous head. He's runned away. Oh, my back just clicked. So I got that much hair, which is quite a lot. It's probably been about 6 months since he last had a haircut. There's no hair all over my kitchen. Come here so I can see you, gorgeous. Come here. I will chase you with the camera. Right, obviously Daryl wants us to chase him with the camera. No. Come on, stand up, show us. There you go, you look lovely. Well, you will do much better. Now stand up so I can see you, please. There you go. Turn around. There you go. His hair's like mine. It tries, turn around again, please. It tries to divide into like two little bits. You know, no matter how much you brush it, it won't. Turn around. no matter how much you brush it, it doesn't want to stay like that. Mine always wants to go off to one side, which is why I prefer longer hair on me. Right, time for him to have a bath now. Oh dear. Hello. Why are you so... Move out the way. Why are you all excited? What do you want? What? Why is it when he gets a haircut you think you get a treat? What do you want?
Oi!
This is what we call itchy face. What do you want then?
She wants a treat.
What do you want? Speak then.
Speak.
What do you want, Isis? What do you want, baby girl? Oh, you dancing? Oh. I don't know why she deserves a treat, but she obviously thinks that she does.
I'll
Don't
give
you?
her one.
No, I'll give it to her. Do you want this one? Do you? She's like, well, I can smell it, Mummy, but I can't see it. Oh, there you go. Snatch. Right, we're going to go put this hairy child in the bin. In the bath, rather, not in the bin. And get it looking all nice and clean. Because school is in 2 days. Okay, so vlog update. Because I think I'm going to upload it separately. I've done a haircut vid and no, because you've got nothing on. I've done a haircut vid on Daryl, or I'm going to do a haircut vid on Daryl. And while I was doing that, my extensions arrived. I've got a tickle in my throat. And then the bill arrived. I've just had notification that my eyeshadow palette has dispatched. So the only other thing I'm waiting on for dispatch notification is the spirals. I'd really like them to turn up this week so that I can wear them to the wrestling show. I've got a tickle in my throat, guys. So yes, I'm going to get this little monster who's running around with no clothes on in the bath. Yeah, I'm going to get him in the bath and get him all nice and cleaned and hair showered. I think it might be dead. I think it might be a skin. Kind of makes me not want to walk into the bathroom in case it decides to let go. Right, we're going to get Darren in the bath and then I'll talk to you later. More post has arrived. More post has arrived, you guys. I'm looking at Filofax printables online. From Cult Beauty. How does one get into a cardboard box?
Hello!
Hello!
Look at
Oh, go on, try it now. You know you want to. Look at that, that's really cool.
Can I see?
And then it comes with the dispatch note.
Look at this.
Lots of black paper.
Here is your lipstick.
There's no plan B, which is why everything from this box to its tape has been made from 100% recycled materials destined for landfill. Yay! Nice collapsible box, that's cool. I love that it's so plain on the outside, and then when you open it up, it's like, yes! Cult Beauty.
This is my box.
I'm not going to try them on now because I've got no makeup on. But I got Spice Girl, which is nice and brown, and Famous, which is red. So really looking forward to playing with this. That is not your box and you're not having it. Yeah. So I'm looking for printable inserts for my Philo.
I'm
trying desperately to ignore the hair extensions that are sitting out there in the hallway waiting to be installed because I have only got 8,059 steps and I need another 5,685. I've had my dinner. It's, what time is it? 7:45. So I'll just put Daryl in bed and put the bins out for the night. I'll tell you why I haven't done anything, right? I'll tell you why. Because I bought a printable on Etsy, okay, for my Filofax. And it's the first time I've bought a printable for my Filofax. I tried making one years and years and years ago, and it was hard. It was really, really hard. So I bought, let's go to a blank page. So I bought this. It was like £2.50, I think. And then I had a discount because I signed up for their newsletter. And so it ended up being like about £1.65. And I got a habit tracker freebie as well, which I haven't printed up yet. But yeah, basically it starts at top, what's your weekly focus, any important tasks. And you can have 2 weekly focuses, look, which I thought was quite good. Then you just write the week and the month in there. So this is my old week in here from my like 2018 planner, because I'd already filled it out. And then because I already had that on the go, I didn't want to fill out both sides of it, so I started the new one here. So that's actually slipped off. That's supposed to be over there. It's upside down, that's why. There we go. So these are all my wrestling shows that I watch. The bright, really bright yellow is financial things. We've got a show in Essex next week, you know, so yeah, I mean, I've sort of filled it out. It shows much easier on camera than it does to the naked eye, and I've tabbed it as well, so I filled it up right up until the end of the year. The only thing I am going to change now, I've got enough here to get me up to the end of January, so what I'm going to change is after January, not yet. After January, I am going to switch to Tommy River paper. That way, the paper will be thinner, and it will make my philo a lot less bulky. And the good thing about it is, after I've printed up the weekly, I've got enough space to print, you know, to either print lined paper, graph paper, dots, or to just leave it blank, which I probably will. And for it to work as notepaper in my philo. So, I have a cat. She cries, she goes meow every time I walk into the room at the moment, which is quite cool. And say hi, pussycat. Resting bitch face. Look. I am so done with your shit. So, yeah. What else? Anything else happened? Yeah, I've spoken to now and confirmed with Becca. The wrestling show in Warrington is not going to go ahead, and I was going to go and stay with Becca. So I've just had a chat with her, and we've agreed that Daryl and I, instead of it being Alex and I, are going to go up for a few days and do the touristy. What is that noise? Daryl and I are going to go up to Becca's during that same weekend, actually, because we are going to be on half term anyway. So we're going to go up and stay for a weekend up with Becca and Poppy, which would be really nice. So I'm really looking forward to that. Can't wait, ladies. Really can't wait. I'm so excited. But I'm under orders to take all my makeup, especially the Jolie palette that I've got coming, and it's been dispatched. I'm so excited. So yeah, that's probably all you're going to get from me today. Oh, God, I need to get these 500 sets. It was going to take me at least an hour to do. Look. She's one of those that she'll go, give me fusses up to your hand, but she won't boop your face. Never boops the face. The closest she'll get is that she might lick you, but she's not a boop your face type cat. I really miss that, you know. I'd love her to do that, but she doesn't. So, yeah. So I'm going to have a word with my mum about Isis possibly going down there, because Isis won't enjoy spending a weekend with 2 other dogs, because Becca's dogs are quite bouncy, and Isis won't enjoy that. And if we're not going to be there, if we're going to be out and about all day anyway, it's not fair on Isis to leave her in a strange house with strange dogs, being as she's blind and deaf. So I'm going to have a word with my mum about Isis going down there for the weekend and getting Carl to come up and basically feed Elsa, or asking Kyle if he can come up and spend the weekend here, or spend the nights here, you know. and just make sure he pops in a couple of times a day to let the dog out. I don't want her on her own for the whole weekend. I want to make sure that somebody is here. Now, I know he does club on Saturdays, and he does something else on Friday, but he'll be here in the evenings is what I'm thinking. So yeah, that would probably be what I go for, because somebody's going to need to be here for the cat. So because she'll want to be in by then, because it will be colder. So it's not like when the summer's here and I can just leave a window open, and Carl could come up and just make sure she's got food every day, and then she could just go in and out the window. It'd be too cold to do that by the end of October, I think. Won't it? Because you don't care if there's company, just as long as you've got somewhere to sleep. But obviously the dog will need to go out a few times, and she needs company. So Mum's place is not cluttered at all, really. And Isis knows our way around it as well. So, I'd rather she was there. Oh, I'm proud of you, pussycat. See, she won't buff your face. Beautiful girl. Kisses. No, you can't have the kisses. You can kiss her. You're allowed to kiss her. And occasionally she'll give your face a lick around your hairline or something. But other than that, no. What? Did my watch vibrate? Did that freak you out? Did that freak you out, did it? Right, I am going to go and get on with my walking.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's
I've got a haircut.
1st of September. I left the scissors out. Daryl's cut a little bit of his hair at the top, so I'm going to have to fix that. I spent 3 hours doing mine last night. 3 hours. I'm exhausted.
I got her.
So I'm going to take you to the mirror and show you, because there's no way this is all going to get in frame. So you have to excuse my my little piggy and cupcake nightshirt. Okay, so let's go and have a look. Okay, you ready? It's long. Get away.
Wow.
So I now have hair down to my ass.
Oh my god.
It's heavy, especially last night, because I wasn't sure how to put it up in the cap. So I kind of did a massive bun, but it was in the wrong place. So when I was walking around,
Oh my
you're in
god.
the way, because I'm trying to show everybody. So yeah, they're a bit stiff because they're new. So a couple of washes and a bit of oil treatment.
Guys, this is so new. What Mum's been like.
And they will
It's so
soften up. But yeah, I can feel the difference now that I've got new ones against like my last set that I bought from her. But don't get away. So yeah, there you go. There's my hip there, just to give you an idea of, it's in there somewhere against my fluffy gorgeousness, to give you an idea of how long they are. That's level with other hair, if you get what I mean. So yeah.
You've never been like that, and I did not want this to come out.
Do you like it? No? I do. I love it. I don't think I've ever had...
I like it.
You do? I don't think I've ever had dreads that long. So now I need to try and take a photo for Instagram. Spider-Man and I are off to town.
Daryl!
No, see? You've got a Spider-Man t-shirt on. It says, I'm not saying I'm Spider-Man, but have you ever seen us in the same room together? So I've
I'm not Spider-Man.
put in my wraps, all of them.
Or as Captain.
And I've done a face of makeup. I've got my new lipstick on.
I hate lipstick!
Just waiting for it to dry off a little bit. My eyes are done.
I
have so much shine on, Becca. They can see me from the fucking moon.
And we're going down with
we're going to have a sleepover at Becca's, aren't we? He's so excited about this.
I just love it. I'm telling every one of
He's going to go to school and tell all his friends that he's going to go to a sleepover.
I'm going to have to gather everybody around.
He's going to turn up with 60 million toys, you realise this, don't you? We'll have to hide them as well so the dogs don't get them.
Oh, why?
Because I think one of her doggies might chew. Go on, off you go past this lady. So thank you. Thank you very much. So, we're off to town so I can pick up some medication. Daryl needs some more mouthwash.
Mummy doesn't need Pikachu.
What else do we need? I don't know, I can't remember. Just going to go and have a bum around town, really. And then my mum's cooking lunch, so we're going to my mum's for lunch. So how do I feel now that I'm up and I have the full weight? They are heavy. They are heavy. And I know Claire's going to go, oh, you won't keep those in because they're heavy. Yeah, and maybe I won't, but at least then I'll have some spares. You know? I've sprayed them, which has made them a little bit softer.
That's cool.
I think once I've given them a good wash and maybe an oil treatment like I did on Saturday, they'll soften up a great deal. Although Liza Locke said I shouldn't do that because the stuff that I bought, that olive oil stuff, is actually for afro hair. But you know what, it made mine feel absolutely fucking great. So I think as long as I make sure I wash my hair properly when I wash it again and make sure I get it all out, then hopefully that'll be good. I might do my roots again this weekend because I've had to put a toggle lock in because...
Joy, I'm gone.
No, do not pick a stick up. Put it down. Put it down.
You want a giant?
I don't care. Because my roots are really showing, and I just look bold when my roots start to show through. So, yeah. I might have to get a snack because I'm quite hungry.
Me too.
And I'm not going to last till 1 o'clock until my mum feeds us. So, yeah. Anyway.
We're playing Pokemon today.
We're playing Pokemon. Lovely.
Mummy has Eevee. I have Pikachu.
So yeah, I'm quite liking the look. I'm quite liking it. Yeah.
That's
Got my extra bits in, as you can see. I'm very colourful, very full of jewellery. I jingle when I walk. Come here. I have got, actually I forgot to put them in last night, but I have got a couple of bells as well I want to add. Because they jingle. Yeah, at the moment they're quite stiff, so they don't move properly like my hair does. So yeah, they need washing and oiling and just generally made to feel a bit more like me, mine, you know. Anyway, I'm going to go so that we can concentrate on the walk in, and we'll see you in a little while.
At the shop.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi. Halfway to town.
Yeah.
And two things have struck me. First,
Food.
I'm probably not going to need a coat in the winter because I am boiling with all this hair. And second, this is going to be hella heavy when it's wet.
Yeah.
I wonder how much it all weighs now. If I could take it off and weigh it, that would be really interesting, but I'm not going to. You know, I'd have to shave my head to get the full. But I might try and remember to weigh myself next time I wash them. So weigh myself before and then after when they're wet, and find out exactly how heavy they are. So I'd have to weigh. I'd weigh myself holding the towel, I think, because I don't stand with dripping wet dreads. So I think I'll weigh myself holding the towel, and then weigh myself after I've washed it to see if I'm any heavier.
Biggest kiss in the world.
That will be interesting, won't it? Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm really hot. Really hot. Sweating.
I just used my giant
I feel like I'm wearing a big fur coat.
I just used my giantest kiss.
I need to figure out what's going to be a good summer hairstyle to protect me. So I'm just dying at the moment. So, yeah. Maybe a mahoosive bun. I don't know, we'll see. I'll come up with something, even if I just sort of like do a little plaits down the back or something.
We're going to see if we can...
Or just keep it at the back. I really don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm hot at the moment and it's 18 degrees. Oh, God, imagine what it's going to be like mid-20s. I have to teach Daryl how to do a big braid and braid the whole fucking lot.
Braid what?
My hair.
I'm not braiding my hair.
No, my hair.
not doing that.
I'm not doing that, no. I don't think his hands are big enough to hold it all. So, anyway, right.
I'm not going
We're halfway to
anywhere
town.
near
We're going to
that.
stop at the little shop and grab a trucky bar because we're starving.
And I'm going to see
So,
if I can get a car.
cold drink. It's 7 p.m. Carl is with Daryl. Daryl was in bed. I'm going for a little walk around the block because Daryl's been very loud today and I'm very stressed all of a sudden. You know, and not only that, but Miss Isis hasn't had a walk for a little while. We're literally just going to go around the block so she can get her little walk in and have a pee and a poop and all that business. And I can just breathe for a minute. I'm going to go to bed early tonight because I went to bed really, really late last night. It was, I think, 1:30 before I finished installing all these dreads. And by the time I sort of just sat there for a bit, it was like 2 o'clock, I think, by the time I went to sleep. And then it took me a little while to sleep because I had this massive bun on the back of my head that I couldn't figure out how to sleep with. So it took me a while. So yeah, I'm going to go to bed early because I've got to get up early. Because Daryl's got school, yeah, school. So yeah. I'm looking forward to having a few hours. I'm not touched. A bit touched out at the moment. As most of you know, Daryl crashes in my bed most nights. Every night for the past couple of weeks, really. Some people don't agree with that. I have no issue with it. But it does mean that, you know, I mean, he goes upstairs at 7, but he's awake until about 9:30. And I'm still, like, on duty, if you like. So I kind of feel like I don't get much me time because I only get, like, after 9:30 once he's gone to sleep. So and then I go upstairs and he's in my bed, you know, and I'm not going to turf him out because, you know, this has been more so since Arnie died. So he needs my comfort at the moment, and quite frankly, I need his as well, you know. It's a mutual cuddle fest in my bed. And I love him being in there. You know, it's just nice. But I am a bit touched out now. And I am tired, very tired. So we're coming to the end of day one with my super extended dreads. If you're new to my vlog, my own dreads are about anywhere between 4 and 6 inches long. My own dreads. I then have a mixture of my own hair from a previous set of dreads and human hair extensions, which now go down to my ass, just beyond my ass. I installed the extra length last night. Love them, absolutely love them, but my God, my head feels heavy, my scalp feels heavy, you know. Is it unbearable? I don't know yet. It was very warm walking into town and I had my hair up like this. It was very warm. So in a way I'm kind of like, yay, it's getting colder and that's nice, you know. So, ooh, the pavement's sticky. So that's kind of nice in that it's getting that little bit colder. I don't know how I'm going to feel come next year, or if the weather, so we suddenly have a little mini heat wave or something. But yeah, my headache's a little bit from the weight, but we'll see. Lipstick. I tried the Huda lipstick today. Huda Beauty, Huda Beauty lipstick, and it was fine, except that the middle bit wiped off. Now I don't know if that's a fault with this lipstick or whether because that's the only place I didn't put lip liner. And I also noticed that on me it's a lot redder than it is on my friend. Now my friend, she wears it and it's brown on her. It was quite reddy on me, so I was sort of like, but my lip liner was a red tint, so I don't know whether it sort of blended with the lip liner a little bit. So I'm wondering if I got a browner lip liner, would that make a difference? And if I, you get like a primer for your foundation in your eyes and that. You get a primer for your lips as well to help the fucking stuff stay on, because basically if I went like, I look like a cat's ass. I really did. Good morning. Today is back to school day. Back to school day for Daryl. Not that I'm excited or anything. Do you know what? You cannot fill the kettle up with just one hand. You kind of need two. Hang on a second. It is about 7 a.m. Yep, 7:15. It gives me an hour to get him sorted, ready to go, and all that rubbish. Yeah. So I'm gonna have a cup of tea. I'm not having this movie today because I'm going out of Alex and we'll probably have lunch somewhere. And yeah, so I'm gonna have a cup of tea. Daryl's gonna have some toast. What's that, Daryl? What's today, Daryl? It's not hide under Teddy Day, I can tell you that much.
I did not want to get up so early.
Oh, revenge. 6 weeks, 7 weeks, because he was isolated for a week. 7 weeks of him waking me up every day, and now I get my revenge.
I'm gonna get my revenge tomorrow.
No, because I'm gonna wake up again tomorrow. Oh, it's cold. Let's get to that point now where it's cold when you get up in the mornings, you know. Oh, I shouldn't be doing that for another month. It's been a really crap summer, all cold. So I started a new headband last night. Look at this colour!
Rainbow!
Isn't it pretty?
Can you do? Oh yeah, we won't have enough yellow after Pikachu.
What's that? What, to do a yellow headband? I love that. That is
Me
so
too.
pretty. So pretty.
Huggies!
Huggies, oh god. Right, he's awake now. Are you awake now? Are you awake now, dear? Are you? Get your knee out of the way. That's it. Say morning. Oh. Are you looking forward to going back to school today? Looking forward to seeing all your friends? Yeah. You're gonna have a good day. Yay.
I thought when I was going back to school I was still in call because I haven't been in call very long.
Tired boy. That's because last night he didn't go to sleep until about 10:30.
Because my blanket was snowed up.
But why did you need that particular blanket?
You know the pillows?
Mm-hmm.
That was like an area for like...
When I got upstairs, basically he'd like sectioned off a bit of bed using his pillows as like a fort and was underneath a different blanket instead of the weighted blanket. This was like...
My Thomas.
This was like 10:30, 10:45. And I decided I was going to have a bath before I go to bed, so I get upstairs and he's still awake. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Oh, wait for you. And I was like, no, you go bloody sleep. So I went and had a 20-minute bath, and when I come back out, he was actually asleep.
She did not break the pillows. She did not. Wait, did you?
Mm-hmm. I used the pillows and I put one where you sleep, and I said, right, go to sleep now. Didn't I? And he snuggled down, he went to sleep, he was all warm.
By the way, I used my Thomas blanket to warm me up, and I used my Thomas pillow in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I was good.
Toast for breakfast. That means you have to let me go and do breakfast then.
We still hugging.
I know we still hugging, but I got breakfast to do. Sleepy boy. We are up and dressed and our teethies are brushed. My face is washed. I think I'm going to put a little bit of face on. Or a full face. I haven't decided yet. And yeah, I've got half hour before we need to leave, so plenty of time. And get ready to make myself beautiful.
Hi! I'm back to school!
We are all ready. We got up at 6:45, got dressed, had a cup of
She
tea.
woke me up.
Had a cup of tea. Well, no, we got up about 7:15, but I set my alarm for 6:45 because I'm a snoozer. I like to hit the snooze button. So I snoozed for a bit, then I got up, went to the loo, got him up. He had breakfast, I had a cup of tea, I got dressed. I then went on the school uniform hunt because I hadn't done it last night. And yeah, I've got all kitted up, ready to wow the other mums at the school. So I've got all my it's funny, as soon as I put these in I get really hot. Please don't do that. Like really warm all of a sudden as soon as I put my braids in. It's funny. My wraps rather, not my braids. I always call my braids. So got a full face on because you know
I'm in year 2.
so because I don't know if I've discussed it, but Claire, you said to me at one point, your makeup looks good but you need a little bit of brow definition. So I bought a brow mascara. I'm not going to be drawing my brows in. I'm not spending that much time on them. Where they've thinned at the sides. So yeah. And look at that shine. Becca, can you see the shine? Look at it. So, off to school. Yay! 8:34 and he's dropped off. He was so excited. We got to the gate and you go like in the gate and then you've got to go down to the car park, which is where we queued to be laying. And literally just as we got inside the gate, his beloved MJ turned up. So he was really excited. So I said to MJ, Mum, I need to add you on Facebook because I was going to get hold of you during the holidays, but I don't know your name. And so she gave me her name. I was like, cool, I've added you. Turns out she knows like most of my kids. The only one she doesn't know is Kyle. So I was like, oh wow. So she was like, yeah. She said I was in the same year as Alex. I was like, oh right. She said, I hung around with Matt. I hung around with the older kids. I was like, yeah, me too. Cool. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sit in my house for about 10 minutes going, oh, it's a bit quiet. And then I'm going to go down my mother's and do some cleaning up, kick Alex out of bed. Because Alex and I are going out for the day today together, which was going to be really nice, I think. Well, I hope so. He's been a bit grumpy. So he's been a bit grumpy lately. So I was like, yeah, we'll go out, we'll have lunch and whatever else. Yesterday's experience with this lipstick has taught me to take it with me when I go out, because apparently as soon as you eat or drink anything, you get the cat's arse bit, and that's where it disappears in the middle, but you still got like the nice outside bit. So that when you go, you got, you know, no lipstick in the middle. I've got a tickle, which doesn't look very nice. So yeah. There's a bit of a breeze. I'm hoping the sun will come up. It's a bit grey and miserable for their first day back, but whatever. It's warm, so it's really nice for him to go back. He needed it, and God, so did I. So So I've had 2 slices of toast and a cup of tea because there was no way I was going to make it until lunchtime. And yeah, this is what I was talking about. Look. Cat's ass. My Super Stay lipstick by, I think it's Maybelline, is it? Doesn't do that. I'm really, really disappointed that this lipstick, which costs so much more, does that after, well, I haven't even finished my mug of tea. So this is obviously, if I'm going out, every time I have a drink, I'm going to have to reapply lipstick. That's really disappointing. Really disappointing. I'll be interested to see how it holds up. Yeah, if it is the eating and drinking that does this, do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to reapply it and see how we go. But I have to take it out with me, which I'm a bit pissed off about, really. Because yeah, my usual lippy, which is this one, which is, yeah, it's Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink Lipstick, was half the price of that, you know, and it's probably about the same amount that's in there. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in that, but there we go. I haven't tried the other colour yet, but this is Spice Girl. But even with my mouth shut, you can see that it's worn off on the middle bit. So yeah, bit annoyed about that, but never mind. Okay, change of plans. Alex apparently had a really, really bad night and does not want to get out of bed. So I cleaned the big house, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go home. I'm going to grab my headphones and my shopping trolley, and I'm going to walk the long way around to Aldi, which means I get a good walk in today. And I'm going to grab ingredients for a bolognese, and Alex is going to come around tonight. He's got a 2-hour training session with Neil, it's my brother-in-law, to work out, because they've got a match on Saturday, so they've got to work out what's going to happen and how it's going to happen and all that lot. And then I said, okay, I said, so do you want to come round after that then and have dinner? So he was like, oh yeah. So I said, all right. So it's going to be a late dinner for me and him. It'll be by the time he's done his training, and then he's gone home and had a quick shower, I'm looking at probably about 9 o'clock. So I might have like a small meal with Daryl when Daryl gets home, and yeah, and then I should be hungry again by 9 o'clock. So it's a bit breezy. I've got lots of flyaway hairs that need sorting out, so they're getting in my mouth. But yeah, thankfully this is quite heavy, so it doesn't move too much in the breeze. But it was a bit awkward trying to figure out what to do with it all when I'm leaning over trying to scrub a shower floor, you know. I have to get a couple more hairbands and do a sort of Princess Jasmine type look, or chuck it up in a bun. But where I've got the top bit braided, that doesn't curl very easily. So I do want to have another go at there's a lady on YouTube, she does I'm not sure how you pronounce it, I think it's CN style dreadlocks, which involves sewing or something. I don't know, it's a bit weird. And she did this fabulous one where she did like 3 massive braids on the back of her head, and then she just sort of tucked it all around and put it up like that, and it looked really, really good. I'm pretty sure Liz Kidder did something similar, so I might have to go at that at some point, because that looked pretty, and put it all up. And my mum just asked if I can make her an on-track headband, so I was like, yeah. So can I have a green one? I was like, actually I do have some nice green yarn, and she doesn't go out much during the winter, but I cut her hair quite short about a month ago, and it's not grown much. Her hair growth seems to slow down quite a lot, so she was like, I just want something to wear at home. So I said, yeah. I said, well, I'm making a sock yarn one at the moment, so I think what I might do is I might put my one on hold and get hers made for her. And then I've got to do a couple of crochet ones for Becca as well, because Becca and her mum want one. So Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go home and grab my headphones and chuck on an audiobook. I've not managed to listen to an audiobook for ages. So me and my audiobook and my shopping trolley will go shopping, grab stuff for dinner tonight and a couple of little bits and bobs. And we'll see how it goes from there. I've just got home from shopping, which is why my glasses are still tinted and all that lot. But yeah, I've just got home and I've got post! I'm really, really worried about one of them because I know it's from Jolie Beauty and it was shoved through my letterbox and it's supposed to be an eyeshadow palette. So I'm really worried now that I'm going to open it and all the fucking eyeshadow is going to be broken. Let's hope not. So, what did I get? I have no idea what this other one is. Well, I've got a vague inkling of what it might be. Let's move all my shit and junk and crap out of the way. Oh, look at these giant beads I picked up the other day. Look at these. These are so cool. I've got some in my hair already, and then I've got these nice little brown ones as well. So that's really good. This, I'm pretty sure, now going back and looking at the address, but this might be from my mate Elle, who has sent me a bag of hair. Now, you might be wondering, what the fuck is Elle doing sending you a bag of hair? Oh, she sent me a cool card as well. Well, Elle shaved her head for charity, and she kept it for me. And I've got a dread at the back that I want to extend. It's my little baby one. It's literally, it's like an inch long. It's fucking tiny. Hang on, let me change the camera so that you can see me a bit better. Oh, wrong one. Hang on, there we go. It's this one here. You can't even see it because all the little... And I'm going to make a dread out of Elle's hair to extend it. So, yeah. Oh, she sent me a nice little card as well. Oh, it's so pretty. It's got bees on it. That's so nice. Finally sending you my hair. I'm so honoured you want to add this to your dreads. Love you lots, Elle. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Not that she doesn't watch my vlogs. She doesn't like YouTube. So, yeah, and I've got a couple of others as well that I haven't extended because I ran out, you know. So, like this one, for example, this is, you know, I didn't have any more extensions to add to it. This one as well. So, there's quite a lot of hair here. Elle had quite a lot of hair. So, I'm reckoning I might be able to get more. But this is primarily for that little dread. Just there, look, there it is, look. Can you see it? It's tiny. It's bent like that. So, it's very hard to see. Okay, so let's open this Jolie palette. I'm really worried now because there's nothing on it to say it's fragile, you know, and it's been put through my letterbox. And here in England, you don't have like a box out on the drive like you do in America. You have a slot in your door and your post goes through there. And the slot is usually like midway down your door. So it would have like fallen 3 feet, and that's nothing to say with how they treat post at the post offices. I know, I used to date a postman. Okay, so you get this little card that says take 10% off your next order. Use the code BEAUTYSTAR. There you go. Not going to use me? Give me to your BFF. There you go. You are all my BFFs. If you are going to order from joliebeauty.co.uk, you can have 10% off your next order. Use the code BEAUTYSTAR. So it came in just cellophane style doohickey and is now in this, well, like an Amazon package basically. It's just a cardboard. There's no bubble wrap. There's nothing like that. Oh, no, I lied. There is a tiny bit of bubble wrap around the palette itself. So it's been bagged that way, and then bagged in a reverse way. Ooh, it looks amazing. It's huge. That's, you know, just my hand. Sorry about the missing nails, but you know, that's just my hands for reference. Okay, so to give you an idea of how big this thing is, it is 25 centimeters long, 15 centimeters wide, and about a centimetre deep. It comes covered in cellophane and you pull it out of the side from what I can see. So, oh, you can push it or pull it by the look of things. Okay, so there's me trying to open it like that, and I've just told you that you push it or pull it. Oh, it's like this is like an extra jacket. Do you know what I mean? So this helps keep it closed if you're travelling with your palette, which I am under orders to do in October, to take my palette with me. You ready? It magnets closed, which is nice. That's nice. I'm so scared it's going to be broken. It's not broken. Oh, wow. There is a Mahusive mirror. There's you guys. Say hi. There is a Mahusive mirror. See? It's quite a nice, decent mirror as well. It's covered with a little protective film thing. And then this is covered with a film thing as well. Jesus wept. Look at those. That one's called Tarot. Tarot and Spirit. And Lunar Eclipse. The shinies are fucking gorgeous. All of them. Look at that. That is amazing. It is like gold and green and black all mixed in together. That is a sort of blue-black. That is a fantastic turquoise. You've got Nancy, which is just a sparkly black. Tarot is like a different colour glitter, I think. Look at that one. Oh my God. Now, I'm used to colours like this. Okay, I'm used to this and a little bit of gold sparkle. You know, I'm not used to these kind of colours. It's funny, on the camera that looks blue. It's not. It's purple, and that's a dark blue. Yeah, the camera really changes the colours of them. Actually, no, not really. It looks a totally different colour there than it does on the camera. Isn't that funny? That's white from what I can tell, and that is a sort of like a grey-y kind of colour. You've got the black range here, the purple range sort of here. I mean, that looks fucking green on the camera, but it's not. Oh, I don't know, it might be. Oh yeah, it might be now I'm leaning over it. It actually could be, yeah. So you've got sort of a few greens here, your purple there, and some blacks as well, blacks and greys and that. I wonder why they didn't put the black with the, but yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where to start with this. This is gorgeous. It is stunning. Fucking stunning. If you've not got this palette, go buy it because it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I am very impressed with that. I can't wait to use it. I really, really can't. I mean, these would be good for your base colours. Hex, Spellbound and Conjure would be good as your sort of base colour, especially if you're going to do greens. I mean, Pocus is absolutely... Crystal Ball's amazing. This is a fantastic teal colour. And that is sort of like that sort of dark metallic green, greeny, bluey type colour, like almost like an ermine, you know, what you expect to wear, that kind of green. Yeah, really dark. These are all purples and pink. I just want to play now. I just want to play with it. So I'm going to do a little like open on Instagram for Instagram videos, and hopefully the colours will come out a little bit better on there, because I don't know why on that camera that looks blue, because it isn't. It's not picking up the pink tone of the purple, it's just picking up the blue. And yet it seems to have these pretty right. Even that's right, but that one isn't. Funny, isn't it? Yeah, Transform is the only one that seems to be really off. But, oh God, look at these. Look, you guys. Isn't that just beautiful? I can't wait to play with this. I'm so much more confident now with makeup than I used to be, that I really, 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 really want to play with this. Whereas before I would have gone, nope. Now I want. So, yeah, I will do a photograph on Instagram, which hopefully be a bit better at picking the pictures, colours up. So, yeah, go check my Instagram out to see what that looks like. Morning. It's Tuesday. It's Friday. It's not Tuesday. It's because it's Daryl's second day back at school. My brain has gone into the school week. It's not. It's Friday. So, what did we end up finishing off doing yesterday? Well, I was supposed to go out with Alex for the day, but he didn't sleep very well the night before, so he stayed in bed and I went out on my own, which was really nice. I went for a walk, stuck my headphones on. Well, I had like toast and tea, and then I stuck my headphones on and I went out for a walk, and I went to Aldi, and Alex came for dinner instead. So we had dinner and a couple of drinks, which was really nice. And we watched the really long Justice League film because he hadn't seen it yet. So we did that. So I didn't get to bed until about 1 o'clock. So I'm absolutely dying. So yeah, we were a bit later getting up this morning, so I haven't decorated, I haven't got any makeup on. Yeah. I didn't manage to get my hair up that way, but there we go. So today I'm taking Mother shopping. I'm just going to go home and get my watch because it's on charge. I chucked it on the charger this morning, and obviously didn't have it placed right because it didn't actually fucking charge for an hour. So yeah, I'm going out and about with my mum, and I'm going to meet up with Callie as well, and grab some lunch. And, yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice for my mum to spend a bit of time with Callie as well. So yeah, it's a nice day. It's warm, blue skies. It's generally going to be a good day, I think. I hope. Let's see. Right. Four pose. Look at these stamps. Look at these stamps, you guys. Aren't they beautiful? I will try and detach those a bit later. I know what's in here. It's just a question of getting into it. Decorative scissors aren't very good. All my scissors are tangled. I'm so tired. I've just realised I've lost one of my ear stud tops as well, so I'm going to have to fiddle with that in a minute. Oh, a little label. Oh God, these are lovely. I just hope they fit because my ears have shrunk loads since I stopped wearing anything in them. Let's get a little tag of thank you, but look at these. Look at these. These are freaking stunning. They are ear weights. So the idea is that you can wear them basically however you want. So you can wear them that way round or that way round. So let's see if I can get these in. My ears have shrunk loads since I stopped wearing my jewellery. That is very, very tight. They fit perfectly. OMG. They are freaking heavy. Perfect size. Oh, those are great. Those are absolutely great. They are really, really, really heavy though. I'm a bit bummed that they're as heavy as what they are. I mean, I should have known because she said, you know, they're ear weights, not earrings. You can see the psoriasis on that ear a bit, unfortunately. But other than that, I love them. These are cute. That was all I got in post today, was my ear weights. Woo! Fucking sirens. It's always at school run as well, you know, when there's loads of schools about. So yeah, you can wear them either facing that way, or you can turn them around and face them so that this point is facing forward. But it doesn't matter which way around you want to wear it. I may have turned them because the that little point is like stabbing me in the neck. So yeah, I do like those a lot though. Yeah, very, 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 very nice. Very, very nice. To soften these babies up. So I'm not going to have time tomorrow, which is usually self-care Saturday. I've got a busy day tomorrow and I'm getting a little bit flaky because I've been drinking Coke. So I need to wash my hair. So I'm going to do what I did last week, which is wash with a bit of this. This stuff is really, really nice on my hair. Then I'm going to rinse it and then I'm going to wash with this, which is the Raw Roots soap. And then I've made up a refreshing spray. This is distilled water, tea tree, peppermint, a little bit of rosemary and a little bit of orange just to give it a bit of a nicer smell, just to give it a bit of a freshen up and to make it feel good. And I'm thinking I might braid it, but just to help sort of keep the oils in the end, because the ends are quite itchy when they touch me. So oops, I'll have another pint of whatever. So yeah, that's the idea behind it, but the rest of it feels alright. It's just the end bits, because they're new, they don't feel as soft as the top bits. So yeah, so I'm gonna wash my hair. That was a lot harder to do now that my hair is that long. I actually felt quite dizzy by the time I put my head back upright from being hung over the bath. God, I wish I had a shower I could just stand in. It made life so much easier. Pardon me. I dropped shower head at one point and water went everywhere. But yeah, I kind of wish I had a shower that I could stand in and do it. Maybe I could do it while sitting in a bath, I don't know. It's just really hard work, you know. My neck aches now. So I'm sort of thinking it is now 4:25. It'll take me about an hour or so to braid this. So I think that's what I'm going to do, you know. I think I'm going to braid it. I've sprayed it with distilled water that's got tea tree, peppermint, a bit of rosemary and some orange essential oils in. I'm not going to use anything else on it. I have found though that those extensions, see, I thought this was the dye in my hair. It's not, it's the extensions, and I assume it's whatever products they used while making the extensions, but a lot of something come out of it. And it was just the extensions because it only came out the ends. It didn't come out the rest of my hair, so it's not the dye. So it'd be interesting. I don't know. I might email her and say, you know, what do you use oils when you make them? Because some dreadlock artists do. They use oils for palm rolling as they make the dreads. which it's no biggie, just means I've got to remember to wash them when I get them. And it would have been easier to wash them on their own before installing them. But, you know, they're done now anyway. That's fine. So, I'm thinking I'm going to leave the ends and let them do what they want. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like having the ends because it gives it that little bit of extra length. But then I do kind of like a blunt tip as well. I don't know. What should I do? Well, first off, I should go out in the garden and let the sunlight help my hair dry. I'm not going to use those bands I used last time because they broke and I kept finding them all over the house. I did, however, find... What the hell did I do with it? Oh, there. A load of these. So, these might work a little bit better. We can but try. Yes, we can but try. So, these I think I got in Poundland. And they were a 50 pack. So, all tied up, they say. Is it Poundland or... I don't think it was Claire's. I'm pretty sure these are from Poundland. So I think these will hold better, especially on the longer ones. But yeah, I kept finding elastic bands all over the house because 2 didn't seem to be enough to hold it and 3 just kept popping. So yeah. Anyway, let's get out in the garden. And then once that's done, I've got another 5,000 steps to go. So, say hi. Did you have a good day at school?
I'm tired.
You're tired? What's your new teacher like? Good, is she?
I'm so glad tomorrow's not Blake's party.
Tomorrow is Blake's party. There's no school tomorrow. It's Blake's party tomorrow.
Second day and 2 days off.
It's Blake's party and John's club tomorrow. Got a busy, busy day. So tomorrow, 11 till 1 is Blake's birthday party. And then we're going to go to John's club, which is where Kyle goes, so that Daryl can see all Kyle's friends, because apparently they all adore him and want to see him. And then I'm bringing Kyle and Daryl home. And then I'm going to the wrestling show, because Alex has got a show tomorrow night. So, yeah. Oh, man, I'm so tired. So, yeah, see you in a bit. Easter Saturday. It's just gone 11 a.m. on Saturday. My hair is in braids from yesterday. I've just dropped Daryl over the road to a birthday party. And she said, you don't have to stay. I was like, awesome. Bye. So I've got a couple of hours to kill, you guys. Which is good because it's going to be a bit manic for the rest of the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a cup of tea and I'm going to watch YouTube vids. Well, a YouTube vid and probably a bit of wrestling. I'm going to put a face on because this afternoon I'm taking Daryl to collect Kyle from John's club. Now, for those of you that don't know, my oldest Kyle is 30 this year. 30, God, I've been a mum for 30 years. Yeah, he's going to be 30 at the end of this month. And Kyle is high-functioning autistic. Kyle is involved with a local charity called John's Club. The founder, John, is a very, very, very nice bloke. He's getting on a bit now. And he basically created John's Club for vulnerable people. So people with special needs, you know, so like autism, autistic spectrum, dyspraxia, anything like that. Anything where the person lives a normal life but is basically impaired in some way, usually mentally rather than physically. They are not qualified healthcare professionals, which is why I don't think they've got any physical disability people there. My sister is also a member of John's Club. My sister has brain damage. My eldest sister had brain damage from an operation to remove an optical nerve tumour when she was just under 2 years old. So yeah, she's also a part of John's Club because she has, you know, special needs, basically. Kyle joined John's club 12 years ago, I think it was. Must be something like that. And it changed his life. He'd been kicked out of college after losing his temper and punching a wall. And they were all like, we want him to see a psychiatrist so that we know he's not a danger before we bring him back. And I was like, he's autistic. He's on a course for people like him to learn life skills and that, you know. And I was like, you don't request that my other son, who was at that time in the studying to be a chef in the same college, I was like, you don't require him to go and get a note from a psychiatrist so he could play with fucking no, you know. I was furious, but no, they were adamant that he was not allowed back in the college. And Carl shut himself away for about 18 months. He literally spent all his time in his room. He stopped communicating with friends that he'd made from school and all that lot. And one afternoon my mum went down to get some shopping, and there was somebody shaking a collection tin. And she said, who are you collecting for? And they said, John's club. And she said, what's that then? And they told her, and my mum was like, this sounds fucking brilliant. So she came home, she told me about it. We got in touch with them, and Kyle started going. And it totally changed his life. They've got a shop in Shanklin that Kyle works at. Because Kyle is probably one of the most high-functioning people there, he volunteers to help out at both the shop and the club. And it changed Kyle's life. Totally changed his life. He's got friends through John's club. You know, they go on holiday. You know, they go to Butlins, and Butlins is a holiday resort where you go and stay, and there's a swimming pool and play park and, you know, all that kind of thing. Yeah, they go to Butlins once a year. They go camping. They do karaoke at a local pub. You know, the pub's great. They're welcomed with open arms and all that lot. And they do karaoke, and they do quite a lot together, and it gives these young people a chance to socialise with people who are like them. Yeah, I mean, I say young people, like I said, my sister goes and she's 55, so you know, yeah, so you know, it's great. And because Kyle posts quite a lot on social media, he posts photos of him with Daryl, and I always tag Kyle when he's in photos with Daryl so that his friends can see it. And Daryl loves talking to the people that Kyle works with. So I said today that I would take Daryl to pick Kyle up, because Kyle's babysitting for me tonight because Alex has a wrestling show on. So yeah, after I've picked Daryl up from Blake's house at 1 o'clock, like I say, it's 11:10 now, then we're going to John's club for a couple of hours. And then I bring him home, and then I've got to go to Vintner for the rest of the day until late tonight. I'm already tired. My back hurts. I don't know how well I'm going to do today. I got my period last night, but my back was already giving me jip, and I spent yesterday lifting my mum's wheelchair in and out of the car. It's going to be a long day, and I'm going to be absolutely fucking knackered. I think tomorrow might be a let. I don't know that I'm going to get on my steps in today, because I'm just not going to have time and privacy, basically, to step. I'm not stepping in front of a load of wrestlers because they'll all laugh at me. I can try and get a couple of hours in now, but I don't think I'm going to get it all in, so I might take this as my rest day and just not step and not worry about it, and then do it all tomorrow. But I'm going to be so tired tomorrow. But there you go. So I think I'm going to slap a face on in a minute, because this is the only time I'm going to get to do it. I also need to reattach 2 dreads that fell out during my wash yesterday. This is why I washed my hair yesterday and didn't do self-care Saturday, because today is bonkers and tomorrow I'm just going to be too tired. It was hard washing my hair yesterday. My neck ached, my back ached. It didn't help that my back was already sore. But yeah, after I'd done it, I actually felt a little bit dizzy. It set my vertigo off. Oh God, it set my vertigo off, and it just generally made me feel a bit afterwards. my mum has said maybe next year we can get my bathroom renovated and put a shower unit in, which Daryl's not going to be chuffed about, but you know, he prefers the bath, but I really, really want a shower in. It's just easier with my back. So they're having a barbecue over the road. It's really grey. It's rained already. They got Magician coming today as well. I wonder if it's the Great Randini. Great Randini is the island magician. Everybody knows him. He's been doing it since as long as I can remember. He's been doing it a good, must be getting on for 30 odd years now, because I remember him being the magician at the Christmas fair when my kids were small. And like I say, Carl's nearly 30, so yeah, he's got to have been going for at least 25, 30 years now, and he don't look no different. He hasn't changed at all. So yeah, I'm gonna have a cup of tea and catch up on some wrestling for an hour or so, and then I'm gonna go and pick up various children of mine, my youngest and my eldest. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make sure I've got paracetamol in my pocket for today, because sorry if you can hear that noise, it's me playing with my popper. Yeah, I do generally feel a bit there, so I may well have to be powered by paracetamol today, because I have to stand for probably about 3 hours tonight, which, you know, is doable, but you know, I don't yawn like this all the time. I yawn more when I'm talking. This is why I don't ever read stories to children, because the minute I start yawning. I've never read stories to children, even my children. Yeah, so hopefully tonight I'll be all right, and you won't get a load of resting footage of me yawning my head off. Well, you won't anyway. I was allowed to upload the last one because it was the first show back in like 2 years, but I won't be given that kind of permission again. I mainly would do it for Outcast Pro Wrestling to use. So yeah, but I have to have a smoothie and all my meds. Need to wake my ass up. Come on, girl. Wakey, wakies. I need to undo my hair at some point, but I don't know when. And I don't know how I'm going to wear it tonight. I don't know whether I'm just going to wear it down, which I don't completely want to do, because my roots are bad, you know. And I look bold. Where is the paracetamol? I'm going to stick some in my pocket. So, you know, I don't 100% want to have my hair completely down, so I need to figure out if I'm going to use my toggle locks or and put it on top of my head, or go for a messy bun look and put a headband on, or I don't know. I might just do it so that it's, you know, so that it's back like that, covering all of this. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to drink my tea and watch some wrestling. See you later. So where you been?
At Blake's party, and I got a monkey mask and this.
I'm going to be having words with Blake's mum on Monday.
Why?
Giving you noisy fucking shit like that. So I braided my hair and it looks really cool. I knew I'd missed one. I knew I'd missed a braid. So I'm going to have to undo that. But the rest of it looks really cool. I'm really pleased with it. You always miss one. If you ever braid your dreads regularly, you will find that you always miss one. I combed this through before I went over the road, and I still fucking missed one. Can you believe it? It would be the one with all the giant beads on it. Typical.
I love this.
I do like the way it's come out though. The ends are particularly really squiggly, because what I did with the ends is
my mask upside down?
No.
Oh, I love.
Yeah, that's upside down. Yeah, what I did with the ends was, when I ran out of room to braid, I basically just wrapped it around the braid itself.
Oh, I know why I am.
Like
I'm
this.
a lion.
No, you're a monkey. So the braids are like basically tangled around each other, super tight, which has made the ends really curly. So I'm thinking, you know, there might be a way to do this to make them super tight. More so than, like, you know, so that they look more like the ends rather than just a little bit squiggly. Daryl, that's enough of that.
What?
Did the dog go to the toilet while she was out there, do you know?
I think. What is this?
It's my new eyeshadow.
Oh yeah, you showed me.
Yeah.
Mum has some new eyeshadow.
New eyeshadow.
Ooh, ooh,
I haven't tried it today.
ooh,
I was gonna, but I didn't have time because I thought if I don't like it, then I've got to go through the whole taking it off process. So yeah, there you go. Super crinkly. I love how the ends have come out. I really like that wrapping it around itself, which I assume is like how Bantu knots come out, or lock knots. I don't know how to do lock knots other than how I just did that. So yeah, I really need to dye my roots because my hair is...
I love this.
Yeah. But otherwise they came out pretty much like that. So yeah, I may have to put my hair up, sort of.
Everybody had these and we were all blowing them at.
I know, I was there when you were all blowing them at the same time and it was very loud.
And I actually done the loudest one in the whole crowd. So
I might wear it.
This sounds good. Blake is now 7.
Is Blake 7 now? Gosh.
Yeah, I think he's 6.
No, he must be 7 because he's the same year as you, which means he must be 7.
Yeah.
Unless he's... Yeah, no, he would be 7. Because if he's just turned 6, he'd be in the year below. So I'm thinking like that. The only thing I'm annoyed about is I can't make my toggle locks stand up. So when I put it in... Could you get out of the way?
Do I look cute as a monkey?
When I put it in, I'd like it to sit like that.
I really...
So that it's sitting upwards, but it doesn't. It flops.
Can I go and...
Because I kind of really like, you know, I'd like people to see it.
Can I have a little play date with Blake tomorrow?
Probably not.
Is it like I'm smoking, but there's noise?
No, it's not like you're smoking at all. Smoking isn't cool. Just because your brothers do it.
No, it's... I'm saying, is it like I'm
That looks cool. I can
smoking
get away with
and
that.
there's noise coming out?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like it. Woo! So, I wear my hair like this for the rest of the day.
And when I get to John's Club, I'm totally just going to...
So, we are going to go and visit John's Club.
Because I'm going to go today.
Get my thingy stuck. Yeah, we're going to go to John's Club and pick up Kyle. And
No, I'm having a little play there.
yeah, you're going to stay for a little bit. You know, we're not just going and getting him and then coming home again. Yeah, look at the mess that is the end. Love it. And we need to take masks just in case.
I see the lipstick.
I'll just leave my door open. And then we're going to get my kiddies on the way home, I think.
Oh no, I don't want to get this.
Because I won't get to eat otherwise. So, and I'm going to cover Daryl in lipstick kisses.
No.
No? Why not?
Jane's going...
Oh yeah, I better text Carl and tell Carl to tell Jane to put lipstick on so she can cover you with lipstick kisses.
No, they're going to be zombie masks.
They're going to be zombie masters, are they? Go on then, you get...
And then they're going to see me on Kyle to be whole.
So, I'll see you a bit later on. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday. There hasn't been much in the way of vlog today. I've had tummy ache all day, and it's like a knot of pain right in the middle of my stomach. A busy day yesterday. What was one thing? Another. Daryl went to a birthday party, and then we went to pick up Kyle, and we got McDonald's, which is probably why I've got tummy ache. And then there was the wrestling last night. That went good for the most part. There was an injury, and we had to call an ambulance. Turned out to be nothing major, which is good. You know, it's huge relief. But yeah, it just slowed us down a little bit, and we had to change a few things, you know. So, I'm shattered. This vlog is going to go up on Monday, simply because, yeah, I'm tired, and I'm uploading the wrestling for the guys to see. I get there and they're all like, "You're recording, aren't you? You're recording, Sam?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm recording. So, yeah, I'm currently uploading that. And it's going to take another 3 hours to upload it all onto my Google Drive. So if I start editing as well, it's going to really slow things down. So I'll edit my vlog tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening at some point. I don't know. I'll edit it. It will go up tomorrow. Yeah. So, yeah, although I suspect a lot of you probably still a lot of you are still watching last week's, all 4 hours of it. I don't even know why that ended up being 4 hours, really. Did I just gabble a lot at the camera? One piece of good news, I finally finished spinning that fucking baby alpaca. I've literally just finished spinning it. I've still got to ply it, but I was going to ply it with some other fibre. So I'm going to pull that out. I'm just going to get plied with that. So I need to do that now. But I'm not going to do any more of that today. I am going to go, I think I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. I've not had one all day. So I'm going to go and get a cup of tea. That might help warm my belly up and stop it from aching so much. It's 20 past 10 almost, so I'm going to have a quick cuppa, watch an episode of X-Files, knit a little bit on my mum's headband. My mum wanted a headband, so I'm making her one in variegated greens, and my pinky, orangey, really tropical fucking one has been put on hold so that I can get my mum's one done. And I know Becca's sending me some yarn because she wants a couple of the crochet ones as well, which is cool. And I've also got to get Pikachu finished at some point, but I don't think there's much to do on that. It's just fiddly little stupid bits. Tired. I'm tired. My belly hurts. So... Right. So, yeah, I'm going to close off this week here. I hope you've had a good week. I have. It's been a bit manic, one thing and another, I think, with Daryl going back to school and all of that lot. It's opened the diary. Yeah, so yesterday was manic. I went shopping with Mum on Friday. Back to school Thursday. Had lunch at Mum's on Wednesday. You know, just various different things, really. So yeah, it was all good. It's all good. So yeah, good week. Next week's a little bit quieter, I think. Except that we're going to Essex on Saturday. I need to book that. Book the ferry. Yeah. So there we go. So yeah, have a great week, and I will see you next week. Bye.